Hi guys, Sarah Mann here with Trap Girls Book Club. Thank you for joining me. This is chapter 3 of The Big Leap. This is a huge chapter. It has a ton in it. This video could easily go to an hour, but I will not do that to you because you just read it. So I'm going to just go over the highlights and what we talked about in chapter 2 really quick. And then let's discuss this in comments because some of the stuff he lays down here are huge. They're just huge. So let's go over it. Chapter 2, he talks about what the upper limit problem is, where you go in your life, how deep it goes in your life, and how to recognize it. Chapter 3 is all about daily life and how to find those triggers. There's 5 that keep you in your comfort zone, so that you can't go out of your comfort zone and go into your zone of genius. So real quick, I'll go over what the zone of genius is. There's the competent, zone of competence, zone of excellence, zone of genius. We rarely go into the zone of genius when we have upper limit issues because it's beyond anything we imagine possible for happiness. And, can you have a good love life? Have wealth, money in the bank, you're not worried about the bills, have a healthy family life, you've got good relationship with your parents or your kids or whatever. And, a lot of people have these hidden beliefs that they don't deserve all of that. And so they do these sabotagey things to feel better about themselves because they have this fundamental belief. So chapter 2 talks about those fundamental beliefs. Chapter 3 talks about pulling the covers on these things for daily life. So let's go on to it. There are 5 triggers. And because I don't take ginkgo biloba, my memory is bad. All right, number 1 is worry. Number 2 is criticism and blame. Number 3 is deflection. Number 4 is squabbling, arguing. And number 5 is getting sick and getting hurt. 5. There are 5. Now, when you read the book, he goes really deep and gives case studies about each one of these triggers. I'm going to just reveal a couple of my issues and maybe they help. And please talk about it in the comments because these comments are vital for helping us work together and really get the best use out of this book and get past these upper limit issues. So, worry. Worry is a big one for me. I'm a chronic worrier. I'm getting over it. I'm getting a lot better. But he defines practical worry against impractical worry. Practical worry is something you can do something about. And impractical worry is obviously something like, I'm worried about getting cancer someday. Well, I can't do anything about that, really. I can eat well and I can try to take care of myself, but really there's no guarantee and it's pointless to worry about until something, God forbid, happens. So that's good to know because if I'm enjoying something or I'm having a nice time, I can easily kill that with worrying about getting cancer someday. So it's good to know that that's my trigger and that I can stop it and allow that positive energy back into my life. The action step is to notice when you're worrying and then deflect it and try to figure out what positive thing is trying to make its way into your life. So you're enjoying a good family barbecue or something, and then you start suddenly worrying for no reason about how your house might burn down. What's going on? What positive thing is going on in your life that you just tried to quelch by worrying about something that's not going to happen? Number 2, criticism and blame. And I'm trying to get through these as fast as possible so this video isn't forever. But criticism and blame, I gotta first mention Brene Brown. If you watched her TED Talk about criticism and blame, holy shoot, that's amazing. And it really helps reveal more about criticism and blame and how negative it is in our lives and how we use it. But in this book, he talks about how it keeps subconsciously keeps the positive energy out of your relationships and protects your subconscious from taking responsibility for something. It's also similar to worry. There's practical criticism like, hey, you're stepping on my foot, get off my foot. And then the foot is removed. Or whatever is on your foot is removed. Then there's impractical criticism, which is a lot of criticism out there, which is something nobody can do anything about. And self-criticism counts. So I don't like my nose. I don't like my nose. Well, are you going to go get surgery? No. Well, then it's your nose. It's the nose you were born with. You're beautiful. Stop it. That is just something you're doing to stop enjoying the wonderful things in your life. That's criticism. It was huge to me that self-criticism counted. I do that. I think a lot of women easily do that. And it is not healthy. It doesn't mean you're more humble. It's the opposite. It means that you have, you're struggling with something. And the book really talks more about that in depth. I'm sorry I'm glossing over it, but if you want to talk about it in the comments, I'm all in. I am so excited to do that. So let's go to number 3. That's deflection. I have another problem with this. Surprise, surprise. I have a problem with every one of them, yeah. So with deflection, an example is, hey, nice job. You look like you're losing weight. You look beautiful. That dress looks nice on you. You say, yeah, but I still have cellulite. If you saw me naked, that's deflection. It's where you can't allow a positive compliment or a positive anything in your life to keep the thermostat down, so you deflect it. He goes into great depth. He has a case study about this with golfers. It's hilarious, and it is important to be aware of that in you. If someone gives you a compliment, and this is your action step, if someone gives you a compliment, just graciously accept it, and don't spit back something self-deprecating. It's harder than it sounds, because I tried it. All right, number 4, squabbling, arguing. This is a great way to be enjoying something and then kill it dead. I've done it on a date. I finally get a night alone with my husband, and over dinner, some stupid thing we've been fighting over forever that's never going to get fixed. We just need to accept each other and love it. I bring it up. We fight. End of date. It's happened before. It's an upper limit issue. There's no way you could be on a date, enjoy your life, love your partner, and have a good time. That's bull crap. Okay? And he talks about it. He gives another good case study about it. But in my personal life, that's what squabbling was useful for, was just killing that positive energy and that nice time with my husband and killing it to create a problem so that I didn't need to feel that wonderful blessing. Why wouldn't I want to feel a wonderful blessing? Well, he talks about that in chapter 2, because it's a fundamental thing that I've accepted that is wrong, and I need to dig up that foundation and put something healthier down. So that's squabbling. Number 5 is getting sick and getting hurt. Have you ever gotten sick on vacation? I used to get sick guaranteed on vacation. I could be fine. It could be the middle of cold and flu season and I'd be cool. But it's summertime. I'm going to Hawaii. Boom! I'm sick. Guaranteed. It used to happen all the time. Finally realized that I felt guilty about going on vacation because of it was an upper limit issue, and now I don't do that anymore. It's still, I'm not like 100% cured. That's why I read the book for the second time. I'll probably read it for a third, but I am getting better and better about it. I might have an episode just before vacation, acknowledge it, be honest with myself, figure out what's going on. Suddenly I'm much better, if not 100% well. It's really weird. So getting sick and getting hurt, yes, you can get just sick. You can get just hurt. But he asks us to look closely. What is really going on? Is it just getting sick and getting hurt? If it's a chronic issue, you need to look at it. So and he goes deeper into this, but sometimes it has to do with the 3 Ps. And these 3 Ps he talks about are punishment, prevention, and protection. So this has to do with all 5 triggers, but really the getting sick and getting hurt. So you do something that is out of integrity with yourself. And he talks about this at the final couple pages of the chapter, which were my favorite. Because integrity, the base meaning of the word is wholeness. And so if you are doing something that isn't keeping you complete and whole, you're out of integrity. It's not a moral issue. It's a physics issue, according to Gay. And I really like that because it stops that whole justification process in your mind about morality. Stop it. It's not about right and wrong. It's about you and your wholeness. So he gives an example of a guy cheating on his wife and how that was out of integrity with his oneness. And he was getting chronic migraines out of the blue. Well, it's oddly enough coincided with whenever he was having his extramarital affair. So that, and they suddenly stopped when he stopped the affair. And got honest with his wife. Not necessarily a moral issue though. So how could I apply that in my personal life? There's a lot of different, more subtle ways. I am not doing what the case study in the book was doing, but I'm sure there's something, and I could look further into this, but he talks about how your subconscious is clunky but direct and to the point. So an inelegant way to get you out of something is to be sick, genuinely sick. You don't want to lie. So you wake up with laryngitis. You've never had laryngitis before, but here you are, you have it. And what does it do? It gets you out of that really big presentation you had. And he gives a case study of something very similar to that. And so that is what the 5 triggers are about, is your body and your subconscious trying to protect you from uncomfortable things. But your zone of genius and your upper limit are outside of your comfort zone. And that's the whole point, is not being comfortable, getting comfortable with being outside of those old habits that are keeping you where you are. And if you're happy with where you are, then you don't even need this book. But if you're not happy, or you keep hitting the ceiling, this is where you got to go. And it takes courage and it takes commitment. I really have to attest to that. Last year, I was not the same person. And thankfully, because I do not have panic attacks, I do not have anxiety like I used to. I do not worry every time my husband goes out the door. And that is a huge testament to this book. So anyways, that is chapter 3. Thank you so much for sticking with me. It's almost a 13-minute video, and I probably will go over that in a second. But thank you. I am so blessed that you are watching these videos. This book club is brand baby new, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying going over these books. And the next book is going to be pretty cool, but let's just stick with one book at a time. So if you have anybody that wants to read the book along with us, please share Trep Girls Book Club. And anyways, I hope you have a great day. And if you have any questions or want to go over the action steps again, please comment below. I am here. I am happy to help. All right. Have a great day and take care. Bye.